you may have heard the recent news, and of course, fear sells in the news, that home prices are dropping, the market is crashing, and most recently, and this was kind of a scary one and something to keep our eye on, but sellers that had gone under contract on a home, so someone, offered to buy their home, now they're under contract, that almost 14% of those buyers were canceling the contract after going under. And that's the biggest fallout number we've seen in a really long time. So what's happening there? Are we in a bubble? Are we crashing? Why are all these buyers canceling contracts? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on, and it's really kind of a snapshot in time. I don't think it's going to be a trend where you're going to see all these buyers going under contract and then canceling contracts. What happened was you had a lot of buyers out there that had been pre-approved for 2, 3, 4 months. They had a really hard time finding a home. They finally got under contract, and while they were looking at homes during that period of time, they weren't getting updated estimates at the higher interest rates that kept, creeping up. We went from into the 3 range, the high 2s, low 3s, mid 3s, into the 5s and 6s. And that is going to make a huge impact on your mortgage payment. So you're all excited, you finally go under contract, you call your lender to lock your rate, and you get blown away and an absolute, crush that all of a sudden your payment is $300 more per month than you expected. That is what was driving a lot of these contracts to fall out. And so what we're really recommending right now is that people take this opportunity because the market's leveling. It's not crashing, it's leveling. Homes are on the market 3 weeks. That's not a crash. They're just not selling on day one, with 100 offers. So why is that good for buyers? Well, it's good because you have some negotiation room. And what we're really advising, and we've done this with many clients over the last few weeks, and it's been very successful, actually even over the last month, is have the buyer negotiate with the seller to ask the seller to pay some points. So instead of lowering the purchase price, instead of offering below asking price and trying to negotiate purchase price, give the seller full price, if that's approximately what it's worth, and ask for them to help pay some closing costs. So if you could get, $10,000, let's say on a $500,000 loan, that would buy 2 points, 2% to buy that rate down. And that could get your rate from in the 5s down into the 4s. That could save you about $280 a month versus if you got the home for $10,000 less, maybe you're going to see a $50 difference in payment. So it just makes a lot more sense to use those funds, those negotiation funds, those negotiating funds, to ask the seller to pay for closing costs to help you buy down points, to buy the rate down, versus lowering the price by $10,000 or $15,000, which is not going to help you in your monthly payment nearly as much as you're going to see in that rate buy down. So that's our advice. Don't be freaked out by these people falling out of contract. You're going to see that level out. Most people that are getting pre-approved now, they're going out there with understanding where the interest rates are, and they're not going to get under contract, with one idea of what their payment will be, and then get surprised when they go to get their rate locked, and lo and behold, the rate's 2 points higher than they expected, or 1 point higher. So that's our advice for strategy. It's still a great time to buy because you can negotiate. You're not going up against 50 other offers. You're not having to offer crazy amounts over asking price, and you're not having to waive everything, appraisals, inspections. So for a buyer, this is a great time because rates are still at the lower end. I get that they're higher than where they were, but they're much lower than they've been in history. So it's a good time to buy. Michelle Oddo, the Oddo Group, give us a call.